How you guys doing? In reference to the Eraser movie and the use of lasers and sonic weapons and the activities of satellite controllers, that stuff's real, man. There's dirty government people that do those types of things. You know that, right? They call it their crowd control device, or they try to call it their way of abusing a person and injuring a person to steal from a person is what these dirty government people have tried to do. And it's like illegal x-ray machines that they use to burn people from satellites, and handheld lasers like those flashlights. But those handheld lasers that they burn, like a man will grab you and then he'll put this thing in your face, and then it'll burn dents in your teeth and bones. This is the house attack scene on YouTube in reference to the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie Eraser. There's dirty task force agents and dirty drug enforcement agents that use those types of things to mess up a person's face and teeth to accusate against a person. And this is a point of information, and somebody wants it mentioned, in reference to holidays, in reference to my mother and father's mansions. It needs to be advertised in the newspapers and on the internet in reference to holidays. That my mother and father had it on record I was supposed to be at my mother and father's mansions. These people have held me hostage for over 26 years, blocking me from my mother and father's mansions. And they kidnapped me from my mansions. Need some film directors and film producers to make a short video, about the night they kidnapped me from my mother and father's mansions. And when there was every time they kidnapped me, there's always been somebody that's tracked these people. So somebody needs to make some YouTube videos about the night they kidnapped me, or all the times they kidnapped me. Remember, I got kidnapped from school when I was going to school in New York when I was little too, and the school, even the Beverly Hills Police Department or the Beverly Hills Elementary, Junior High, and High School has reports of stalkers that tried to kidnap me when I was going to school at Beverly Hills Elementary, Junior High, and High School when I was younger, or numerous years ago. And at universities, there's some universities, and Chicago has reports, I guess you'd say, from when I was a little boy in reference to some of these stalkers and prowlers that they had stalked my mother and father's mansions in Chicago in reference to men and perverts that tried to kidnap me when I was younger, or when I was little. And those need to be on the internet too. They need to make YouTube videos of each time these people have tried to kidnap me. They need to make short films about it, what their lies were, what kind of things they said in reference to these stalkers in their cover-up when they have stolen or tried to kidnap me, or they tried to murder me. You gotta make YouTube videos, short films about all kinds of things that these people have tried to do. Every time they tried to kidnap me from my mother and father's mansions, they need to make a short video or short film about the way they're stealing the monies. The way people have tried to, when people have tried to send me monies. Oh, and in reference to the O-Touch company, I ordered something online and it hasn't shown up yet. That was like on November 13th or something. And hasn't shown up yet, and they haven't made any updates on the shop tracking package or the route tracking package software app or whatever. So that's pretty serious violations of postal theft, or I'm not sure how long it takes, but there's not even an update on it. But anyways, back to the point of these people. There needs to be short videos, and in reference to the kidnapping, when I got kidnapped from my mother and father's mansions, and the way that they did it, the way they tried to surround, or they tried to get people to conspire against me because those people was trying to steal my mother and father's mansions in Beverly Hills. Need the names of the people that tried to enter the properties after they kidnapped me in 93. What people tried to trespass on the properties? Need all their names in the short film, or certain acknowledgments of who they are. And they need the names, and all the countries need to know who these people are that damaged my face and teeth. It is illegal for the government in America to be covering up or concealing or hiding the information of which people have damaged my face and teeth. That is international treason. I've traveled around the world with my mother and father and went to friendly countries. And I own my mother and father's properties in other countries too. And my grandparents' properties too. I'm the owner. Like in reference to my mother and father owning property in Italy and France and England or in Asia, I'm the owner. I'm the owner forever. And the government in America violating my anatomy, the government has to get prosecuted for international violations and international deeds violations in reference to the fact that I own my mother and father's estates and the properties in different cities and states in America and different countries. It's illegal for the government to try to play these games of attacking me and injuring me and damaging my face and teeth. That's a violation of international country laws, like in reference to owning things in England or France or Italy or other things in other places. Like if I owned property in Korea or China or Japan, even if it was small property, the U.S. government has to get prosecuted. Even Hawaii has to prosecute these government people for damaging my face and teeth and holding me hostage. This is a international crime, what these people are doing. And their people need to get arrested. The United Nations needs to have profiles of these people's criminal activities, of them hurting me and damaging my face and teeth. And their people need to get arrested, whoever these bad people are. I don't hang out with any of those types of people. I don't get involved in their activities. I own my mother and father's companies. That's the facts. I'm the owner of the properties and land and rentals. I'm the owner of all the companies of my mother and father and grandparents forever. And the government trying to muscle me is a crime. The government damaging my teeth is attempts of murder. And don't forget, my parents owned more land than any politician in America. My parents owned more land than anybody in the CIA or FBI or the NSA too. My parents owned more land than anybody in America. Is that not true? That needs to be advertised in media. It's never signed, never, never gave, never, never sold, never, not ever going to, not never.